A study conducted by researchers at Yale University and Oxford concluded that riding a bike can make you happier than earning more money. Cycling is the topic of our series, What Sports Science Says, for which we invite you to subscribe. Cycling is already very popular in many countries, such as Denmark, the Netherlands, Germany, and Belgium. And even if you instinctively knew that riding a bike is beneficial, let's see the numerous advantages this sport has. We are not talking now about professional athletes who compete in the Tour de France, but about those who ride regularly or intend to consider cycling as a regular activity. We came back to our already mentioned study, which found that those who ride a bike regularly reported more happy days, up to 18 extra happy days per year. So, whether you ride a bike for pleasure, as a means of transportation, or for sport, your body will thank you. The first major benefit of cycling is improved heart health. As an aerobic exercise, cycling effectively trains both the heart and lungs. Research indicates that individuals who cycle regularly have a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. Why? This is because cycling lowers blood pressure, reduces bad cholesterol, LDL, increases good cholesterol, HDL, and improves blood circulation. Basically, the heart becomes more efficient, beating less frequently but with greater strength. For instance, a study conducted in the Netherlands among active individuals found that cycling strengthens cardiovascular health more effectively than walking or gardening due to the moderate intensity involved. Additionally, a Danish study tracking over 300 children for 6 years demonstrated that cycling to school positively impacts children's cardiovascular development. Cycling is also excellent for losing weight or maintaining weight. Depending on the intensity, you can burn between 400 and 1,000 calories per hour. But it's not just about calories. Cycling increases insulin sensitivity, helps regulate metabolism, and reduces visceral fat, which is harmful to internal organs. It is an ideal sport for overweight people because it does not overload the joints, unlike running. Have you noticed the cyclists in major competitions? Apart from sprinters, most are lean, which makes sense given the hundreds of kilometers they cycle every day. American triathlete Celine Yeager authored a book titled Ride Your Way Lean, which uses an inspired play on words to suggest how effectively cycling contributes to weight loss. Cycling helps protect the joints and spine by placing significantly less strain on the knees, ankles, and hips. For this reason, it is often recommended for medical recovery in individuals with knee pain and those experiencing mild lumbar issues. In each case, the movement is fluid, controlled, and natural. Depending on the intensity of the effort, cycling engages and conditions the entire body, not just the legs. In fact, cycling, especially at high intensities, is a full-body exercise that can increase ankle dorsiflexion and knee extension by up to 10%, according to a recent study. And speaking of what I said earlier, you might not have considered this, but cycling helps increase muscle mass. Although it may seem like an easy sport, cycling intensely engages the quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, calves, lower back, and abdominal muscles, which are essential for stability. Those who cycle regularly will notice that over time, cycling improves muscle strength, endurance, and neuromuscular coordination. Naturally, hypertrophy occurs more slowly than with traditional strength training using weights. According to a study conducted by researchers in the US and Japan, both young and elderly people can develop muscle mass through cycling with intermittent training, and the rate of hypertrophy is comparable. Perhaps the most underestimated benefit of cycling is its positive impact on the brain and mental health. Cycling increases the release of endorphins and serotonin, reduces cortisol, the stress hormone levels, and lowers the risk of depression and anxiety. A study conducted in Italy among cyclists found that this sport generates pleasure, especially when practiced outdoors, and the participants of the study reported feeling stronger, more confident, and in control because they are able to cycle, describing it as a sport that makes them smile. Additionally, a survey conducted by researchers at Beckett University involving more than 1,400 mountain bikers revealed that athletes recognize the significant psychological benefits of this sport and intentionally use mountain biking as a coping mechanism for stress, anxiety, and emotional challenges. In some European countries, cycling has even become a recognized therapeutic method. Therefore, as demonstrated by a study conducted by Dutch researchers, the benefits of cycling far outweigh the risks. Although these risks, primarily traffic accidents, air pollution, and musculoskeletal problems caused by overexertion, do exist, they are very rare in the statistics related to cycling impact. To conclude, for many people, cycling is not only a hobby, but also a natural and accessible form of medicine. Regardless of age or fitness level, cycling can improve both your physical and mental health. If you found this video useful, please click like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, how often do you ride your bike?